And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Filmation Spotlight, where we focus a spotlight on what is arguably one of the greatest animation studios, if you don't count many others. It is Filmation, and today we are looking at The Adventures of Superboy.
The
And
late 60s series.
yes, Filmation did get the original contract to bring DC animated characters to the small screen with let's just say varying degrees of success. And one of these varying degrees of success was a companion to The Adventures of Superman, The Adventures of Superboy. Now, what is the difference between The Adventures of Superman and The Adventures of Superboy? Well, Superboy has our boy Krypto, the bestest boy in the world, and also Lois Lane is a redhead. But she's not Lois Lane, but she's Lois Lane. Even though she's not Lois Lane, but she is Lois Lane, yes.
Is this the first, I believe this is the first time that we've seen Krypto brought into the animation world?
I believe so, because I think at the time Krypto had just recently debuted in Superman comics. I think he was a product of the 1960s. And so Filmation jumped on there and was like, hey, that's a dog. People like dogs. Let's put a dog in here. And so they did.
I think it's definitely indicative of that time of comic books too, when we were getting there was a real emphasis on creating heroes or having the sidekicks play a more key role, getting their own comic books and things like that. So it makes sense to bring Superboy into the fold.
Yeah, it's just too bad they made these episodes so forgettable. I mean, every single one, I'm struggling to even remember what most of them were about. Most of them just involved aliens who just show up to Earth, and Superboy's flying around going, huh, I wonder what they're doing. And he goes down there and they're like, hi, I'm Superboy. Who are you? We are invaders from Venus, and we are here to destroy your planet. That sounds bad. I need to stop you. And that's every single episode.
It is every
single episode. Now, Krypto, do something. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah.
And you can tell there's a lot of reusage of saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And it's just, even though I was critical of the Adventures of Superman one we did, this one even more so feels like they did spend a lot of time on the animation, because there are moments the background is two colors. It's a sky, it's a flat ground, and then a single character or a two shot of a character. That's it. There is no, it is simple as simple could be. You can make it yourself.
I'm Superman. How are you? I am a Martian. How are you? Bark, bark, bark. That's it. That's it.
It's one step away from those, and I can't remember the name of those animated shows where it was a flat picture and only the mouth that superimposed human mouth to it.
Gosh, I can see it in my head, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah,
definitely one step away.
And on top of that, every episode is 5 minutes long. This is stuff that even Adult Swim would look at and go, wow, that's short.
It's gap filler, right? It's gap filler for the Superman show.
Yeah, but whenever it's like, oh my gosh, this episode of Aquaman ran short. Quick, grab a Superboy episode.
And the really weird thing is they don't even try to really change it, like make it really any different than Superman.
No.
Like the characters are flat, same scenarios. It's just
even
I feel like the new go on.
Even Superboy, there is like no physical difference between him and Superman. They're literally the same animation model. It's just the voice actor goes from here as Superman to here as Superboy, and that's it. I have a dog. Bark, bark.
According to this, 34 segments. They're not even episodes.
I think I watched over half of them because they just pop by so quick.
And at the time too, I mean, technologically they're limited, financially they're limited, and they're still in the stages of trying to make a animated series financially viable. I think only the Flintstones and maybe the Jetsons were able to make it work. Maybe the Huckleberry Hound show, but that was very limited animation as well. So it's still that business model I think Filmation's trying to work out here in this show, because man, like I feel like that would have been a place that if you dropped a paperclip, you'd be pulling for disciplinary reasons because it's cheap. It's cheap.
It is cheap, and just on top of that, it's just not good. That's it.
Yeah.
I think that you can get around being an inexpensively made TV show because let's face it, Masters of the Universe did it. Me and you love Masters of the Universe because even though it was made to sell toys, it had some really well-written episodes. The Rainbow Warrior, The Dragon's Gift, The Problem with Power, all great multifaceted episodes that made you think, that made you feel. Here, it is literally the same cookie-cutter script. It's just a different villain with a slightly different plan, but it's the same thing. Superboy comes down, asks what's happened, the villain tells him what their plan is, and then Superboy goes, we can't have that, and then manages to save the day without throwing a punch.
It's, I think your point about Master Universe could also add to that at that time too, they understood about creating well-defined characters. Yes. Something they hadn't figured out back in the 60s by the looks of it.
No, they had not. This is bad.
No. And yeah, like it's not even something I would suggest to go back to watch for nostalgic reasons because I don't think there's much nostalgia to be had from this.
No.
I think, you know, when we get there and that I've never heard many people talk about this show ever. Because everybody's heart's all the way for the Super Friends, right? Because that's where they try and they get it better. That's right. They work,
but it wasn't Filmation. That was Hanna-Barbera who did that one. Yeah.
Apologize. Which the series that Filmation do didn't they do a Justice League type of show?
I think they did a Teen Titans, if I remember right. I don't know if they did Justice League. They might have. They might have done a Justice League, but I'm just not for certain.
Well, there you go. So if you want to watch a good show, go watch a Hanna-Barbera.
Because it's good. I mean, dun 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 dun. Come on, that's classic. That's classic.
Oh yeah. Honestly, when I was a kid running around, I'd be humming that theme more so than the Superman theme or anything else.
Well, it's just that beat. Whenever that beat drops, dun 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 dun.
Yep. And the great man, you know, the voiceover artist. Who's the great man that does the voiceover artist for Super Friends?
Oh, I don't know his name, but he's just
incredible.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, Superman is sitting on the toilet. Do you really need to be here for this? I have problems. I'm sorry.
What type of like high-end plumbing do you need for Superman? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm assuming Superman does his like really serious business. Like if he knows it's going to be bad, he just flies out into space and just does it out there. And I don't know, some astronaut probably back there. What is that? Is that an asteroid field? What is? Oh my God! I'm drifting towards it. No.
Well, you know, I would think it'd be lined with lead. I'd line it with lead. I'd have all the plumbing lined with lead. I would certainly think.
I used to live in a house that actually had it lined with lead, but that was just because it was built in the 1800s.
I think you need some chemical grade air freshener as well. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All things I don't have in this show. Nothing interesting.
Well, let me tell you, because we already said this one was only going to go like 10 minutes, and we're almost there. So let me tell you what we're going to look at next time on Filmation Spotlight. Now we're trying to we're going to try to cover every single series that Filmation ever made. Did you know that Filmation did an adaptation of Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Ooh, I do know that.
And we are going to take a look at it next time here on Filmation Spotlight. That will air in July. So please join us.
And I'm sure it will be longer than 10 minutes because that's a show I do remember. So,
I don't remember it, so this will be my first time experiencing Filmation's Journey to the Center of the Earth. I'm assuming there's going to be at least one shot that looks like this. We need to go to the center of the Earth. And then there'll be another one that's like this. That's right. We need to go to the center of the Earth. Except it'll be less, less animation than that.
That's right, and your best synced, then that'll probably be with the lips and the voice.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's get out of here. Then we're done.
All right,
Don't
so
watch
everybody,
The Adventures of Superman.
don't bother with Superboy. Superboy is it's bad. It's just bad. You know what's not bad though? Becoming a Patreon. Visit the YouTube video description below and join us on Patreon, where you can donate as little as $5 a month. That will ensure that we never watch Superboy from Filmation ever again, and we can warn you away from watching other really bad TV shows from the past. But you might walk into them face first if you don't know. That's why it's important to support us on Patreon, so we can perform this vital public service. You can also become a YouTube channel member. Visit the link below. Give often, give a lot. We like money. Thank you very much for joining us here on Filmation Spotlight.